coming in to the neighborhood to do some testing, and everything was okay, but they were going to do some testing for some hazardous chemicals. But everything's okay, and it's not in the drinking water, everything's fine, but we're going to be coming in and looking for hazardous materials in your neighborhood. I understood immediately from reading that letter that we needed to do something, and we need to protect ourselves. And through this process, I have learned how important that actually is. Because of the direction this thing has gone, and we're not happy about it. Because it's not just a little thing. It's not just a little bit of testing that's going on in this neighborhood. It's turned into a very large event. And unfortunately, we do not feel that we've had the support that we needed to get this thing resolved. And so we ended up having to take matters into our own hands when our government agencies at the state and the federal levels were not protecting us the way we felt we deserve to be protected. One expects government to take care of its citizens, and that does not always happen. And so for a year and a half, we've sat back and waited for them to take their time and do a little testing here and a little testing there and not really amount to anything. And so a little over 90 days ago, with the help of the wonderful law firm that we have helping us, we filed a letter with Ford and all the powers that be saying that you have 90 days to get going, or we're going to do it ourselves. We're going to take you to federal court, and we're going to make this happen. And they, after doing a year and a half or more of doing virtually nothing, just before we had the ability to file our lawsuit, the lawsuit that we really wanted to file, and that was forcing a cleanup, because that's what needs to be done. The state of Michigan, Attorney General, and the DEQ filed and settled a lawsuit with Ford, which essentially promises to clean up. Now, this promise is coming basically from the polluter and the agency that sat on it for a year and a half. They promised to clean it up. And what that does essentially is it eliminates our ability to sue to force them to clean up. So that's where we're at. So we're left with one option and one option only, and that is just simply sue for damages. That's all we can do. We cannot force them to make the cleanup. All we can do is sit back and trust an agency that's done nothing to make this cleanup happen. So we are hoping that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. We sincerely want our neighborhood cleaned up. We want the puddle that you're going to have described for you shortly cleaned up.